Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. Excuse me. Okay, so Dimitri Salita gave an interview earlier today on Seconds Out, and he said that two of the fighters from his stable are prepared to fight Anthony Joshua instead of the soon-to-be disgraced Dillian White, or proven innocent, of course. You never know, do you? Anyway, White's out, and the two that Salita said are on offer are Otto Wallin, no problem, Swedish heavyweight, been dining out on that fight with Fury where he went the distance and gave Fury a very bad cut. Southpaw, hasn't done much since the Fury win, got a win over Dominic Breazeale, which was a points win. Decent fighter. Would this be a pay-per-view thing? Don't know, I don't buy pay-per-views, so I don't know, you tell me, you're the ones buying it. Would it prepare him for Wilder? No. Is there anyone that can prepare AJ for Wilder? Probably not. But as a standalone fight, Wallin versus AJ, I actually think that would give Joshua the chance to illustrate some of the things that presumably he's been working on with Derek James. And, the guy's a southpaw, he's durable, he's good chin. Yeah, he could ask some questions. It would be a decent-ish, fight. Might not be the greatest spectacle in the world, but okay. The other person that Salita mentioned, and this really upsets me, is JARRELL MILLER. Now, usually I'm not someone who says lifetime ban. I'm not Tony Bellew. But this guy has been so outrageous in his total flaunting of any kind of rules. He's been completely cavalier in the idea of endangering opponents. In my opinion, JARRELL Miller's, if not his entire career, then certainly his last half dozen fights should be changed to no contests. He has done entire PED cycles, multiple steroids, not all, maybe not all, but most involving injections, daily injections. What is this guy still doing in boxing? Why is Salita acting as his promoter or his manager? A bit of both, I think. He says he's the promoter, but it seems to me like he's more like the manager of these fighters rather than the promoter, but maybe a bit of both. I wonder what they'd say under the Ali Act about that, but anyway, that's a video for another time. No, JARRELL MILLER should be nowhere near a British boxing ring. Surely the Border Control would say, hang on a minute, no. Now, what Salita is saying is, well, Jamel is licensed. Not by the board he isn't, but he's licensed. And he paid his dues, he did wrong and he paid his dues. Did he? When was this then? Because I must have missed that. I know did he get a couple of backdated bans? And if you dig hard enough and if you wave enough money under someone's nose, they get a sniff of it. Yeah, they'll license a guy to fight. But I don't remember him paying his dues. I know that since he's made his little comeback and he fought, what was it, Lucas Brown last time out. I mean, I haven't watched his fights, but I've seen little clips, and he looks like a sort of melted chocolate sundae. Because now that he's probably not using, almost certainly not using steroids, if he is using them, he's using the wrong ones. All that muscle and that, in that enormous, he still weighs 300 plus pounds, but it's all turned to flab and blubber. And, he's slower than a mudslide, and, him and Lucas Brown, from what I saw of it, admittedly it was only about a minute and a half, but it looked to me like it was in slow motion. But Salita's trying to sell it. Well, you remember, when Miller was originally going to fight AJ, and there was, the build-up was fantastic, and there was a lot of back and forth, and, Miller shoved AJ. And yeah, this was before he got busted for performance-enhancing drugs. Okay? He's been busted twice. And Salita is saying, well, Otto and Miller haven't got any, TV deals or anything, so I'm kind of representing them. And okay, Otto, maybe he does deserve a TV deal. Miller, no, he doesn't deserve a damn thing from a promoter, from a TV outlet, from anything. If he's licensed, but I don't know who's licensing him, but if he's served out whatever token ban was given, and if he's licensed by some of the sort of the US states where, you know, they're kind of backwaters of boxing, maybe he can go down the club circuit. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care about Jarrell Miller, but I do know he shouldn't be getting a 7-figure payday on a pay-per-view card against Anthony Joshua in Britain. I don't want that guy anywhere near a British ring. I'm not even interested. Like I say, I've seen clips of his comeback, his latest comeback, and I don't really care. You know, he looks awful. No, just get him out of boxing, for me personally. So, Dimitri Salita, he's a promoter. He's going to do the usual spin, all that crap, you know. I've no problem with his comments on Otto Wallin, and I hope Otto Wallin has a good career because he's a genuine, clean heavyweight. Jarrell Miller, when I hear Salita banging on about Miller, and how he's a larger-than-life character and would bring, you know, would attract people to the pay-per-view and all that. I mean, you must think we just got off a banana boat, mate. I mean, it's just terrible. When I hear this, this is the sort of crap you expect from Hearn. This reminded me actually a bit of Hearn when he was talking about Conor Benn. You know, yeah, it's just piss and wind. I don't want to hear about it. So anyway, no, and no to Miller. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll go with Otto Wallin. But of course, Gerald Washington is still in the mix. Michael Hunter put his name out there. So we're still waiting to see what's gonna happen. And oh my God, they're running out of days. They got, what is it now? Like they got 5 days, including the day of the fight, to go. So we'll see. Anyway, what do you think about Jarrell Miller? Should he be slung out of boxing? Do you think maybe him against AJ would be good? A couple of people have said that in my comments section on some of my videos. They want to see Miller versus AJ. I absolutely don't. But if you have a different opinion, that's fine by me. Comments below. Tell me what you think about Miller, Wallin against AJ. Just, you know, whatever you got going through your head, tap away on your keyboard, leave it there, and I'll comment with you. All right, thanks a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the like button. We want to build up Joe Stunner Boxing, so if you could do those 2 things, I'll be grateful. And bye for now.